Hello, and welcome back to more Minecraft Exploration and Tactics, and we're going to do something different today. If you look in my inventory, you'll see a lot of wheat, and that's because I've spent a bit of time, I'll show you, outside, doing some farming over the past few days. And so basically I got a hoe and made some seeds, and have gone through and have been doing some farming. And so I have a good little wheat crop going on here. And so basically at this point, I have some longer term kind of sustainable food supply. And so given that, I grabbed some other inventory that I think will be useful. And the idea is I want to set out on an adventure. And so that's what we're going to do. Basically, I'm hopping in the boat, and we are just, headed off to see what we find. I've got a compass on me, so we can always get back. And yeah, I have some fresh iron tools and not a whole lot else. And so we're just going to go off and explore and basically try to find, what I would really like to do is find an area with some pumpkins, like a new interesting biome, as well as just, something different. Go explore the outside world, see if we see any cool formations and whatnot. And yeah, with respect to the farming, it ended up not taking very long because I had tons of bones tucked away in chests, and bones, you can turn into bone meal. And so basically you can put down seeds and then you can just drop bone meal on them and they mature immediately. And so that made the kind of initial farming go very quickly. And at this point, I think we're already further away from home, perhaps, than I have ever been. I just heard a skeleton back there. There must have been some kind of undersea something. And yeah, let's see what awaits us. There's more reeds. See lots of trees and lots of desert. This looks like it might be something interesting over here. I've seen just pictures of others people's... Ooh, I see some squid underwater here. Oh, and my phone is ringing. I think I'll take a moment to get that. Be back in a sec. Hey, I'm back. And while I was away, Minecraft actually crashed on me when I came back to the computer. And so I had fallen out of my boat. My boat was still there, and I seemed to be still in the same place. And here are the squid. And since I've never encountered squid before, I'm going to hop out just to beat them up and see what happens. I think they're a non-hostile mob. And yeah, they just dropped ink sacs, I believe. So now that I have some kind of squid loot, yep, ink sacs, which I think maybe you just use to as a dye to color sheep wool or something. I've seen squids once before in a different world, but that's the first time I've gone and smacked one of them, gotten anything from them. Okay, and so I think we were headed in this direction, and I would, as I believe I mentioned before, really like to find a world that either looks really interesting or has some pumpkins, or even visit a snow world would be something different. Although I've been on Snow World before and don't really enjoy it. It's kind of a pain in the neck kind of place to survive. Some interesting looking landscape over here. Gonna get a little bit closer to that. And how are we doing on time? I guess the sun is starting to set, and so maybe I should pick a place to go ahead and try to set up some shelter. Don't really have a plan for this, but that's part of the adventure. This does look pretty interesting, though. Ooh, I hear zombies. Maybe under the water. Certainly sound nearby. Alright, so I'll pop out here, and let's try to find something reasonable for shelter. I'm getting a little bit of lag. I'm going to save the game and restart. Hold on a second. Okay, welcome back one more time. I find that Minecraft Beta tends to have the most problems when I do a lot of exploring in a new direction, because I guess it's randomly generating new chunks on the fly, and I don't know. But in any case, here we are in a new world. And that is just a very interesting formation to me with the trees on top and then this kind of open thing. And, ooh, other mushrooms. Look at all these mushrooms. Been playing for a number of days in that other world, and it only managed to find one mushroom. And now here's a nice little cluster of them. And so, let's grab some mushrooms. And so, I can either, let's see, light's going to be running out soon. I think I will save the cave, simply because I don't know what all will be down there. And instead, I will carve out my own little place to stay for the night. Maybe just kind of at the base of the cave here. Yeah, so let's just try a plan like this. Hey, coal. So I'm just going to carve out an area here, just like I did last time, just so I know I have some of my own protection. And so let's go ahead. I brought along plenty of wood supplies, and so let's pop out a crafting table over here. And with that, I can go ahead and put down a door here. All right. And now I've got a little temporary shelter. All right, I'm going to hollow out some of the bits of it here, whatever, and just get myself a little bit more prepared for a night in a new place. And now we'll have some fun exploring to do. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm back, and I survived our first night pretty comfortably. Got a nice little shelter going on here. Went ahead and made a chest and a furnace. I went down here because there was a big ore of coal, mined some coal, and then did some branch mining out from here, and also found a little bit of iron, which was good because all that mining ended up wearing down my pick. And so I went ahead and made a second pick. I brought some leather along with me, and I noticed that my chest plate is about to be out, and so I went ahead and made that, so I'll have that on me. And otherwise, stuffed away some of my newfound things, like the mushroom and the ink sac, as well as some of my valuables in the chest. And I still have a good bit of food on me, and so now I think we're going to be ready to be exploring our new world now that it's daylight out. But I think I might have to save that for another video, because I've lost track of how much time we've spent so far. So possibly this will be goodbye for now. In any case, I'll see you in a future video. Bye-bye.